We are back on station 655, the Minoc, your favorite talk radio program for the brave soldiers of the Republic. From Coruscant to the far reaches of the Outer Rim, we have thoughts and opinions, and we want to hear from you. I'm your host, back and better than ever, CT1586, aka Slackjack. Before we start today, another big thanks to Click Clack for holding down the station while I was recovering. I'm not out of the woods yet. I'm currently confined to a chair and the bandages are itchy as hell, but I'll be damned if I'm gonna spend another week away from you guys. Now, why don't we jump right into the questions? From one of our brothers in the 86th Legion. He says, "Hello, I'm CC0360, Commander Watcher of the 86th Legion. They call me Watcher because of how closely I followed the information on the war. Recently, I was witness to General Grievous' massacre of Humberine, where he ordered a bombardment of the planet that claimed countless lives. I'm currently assigned with my men to help the refugees. Any advice? General Grievous is a coward and a monster, and he'll get what's coming to him before the war is over. Everyone affected by his actions will receive justice. My advice for helping the refugees would be to stay strong, but be helpful and compassionate. These people have lost their home. They're in the worst position of their lives. Imagine if Kamino was destroyed. Imagine how terrible we would feel. Show them that they have friends and allies in the Republic, and give it your best." From Zachary Wagster. "First of all, before you answer, I must say it's good to see you alive and well, Slack. I'm glad you recovered from your injuries. Me and my family prayed to the Force every night for you to make a quick and healthy recovery. Anyway, my question is, what is your earliest memory? Well, thank you and your family for the well wishes. It means a lot. As for my earliest memory, I remember playing with some of my toys when I was very young. I had a little blue spinning top that I loved more than anything. Still have it here on my desk." From Hassan. "Glad you're back, Slack. Glad to be back. My question is, what is the most ridiculous stunt you've ever seen a Jedi pull? The craziest I've seen personally came on Christophsis. I was there in the battle and I see General Skywalker on a building with a few men of the 501st, and the lunatic leaps off and lands on top of a damn spider droid like it's nothing. I swear sometimes it feels like these Jedi are invincible." From Nicknames. "Have you ever seen a Jedi? Well, I've seen quite a few. General Skywalker, General Kenobi, Commander Tano. It's a privilege to be able to serve with them." From The Serpent. "Good to see you back on your feet, soldier. Well, not on my feet just yet, but we'll get there. My question is, what are some bizarre rumors you've heard about any of the Jedi?" I don't like to go spreading gossip, but there are a few. I won't name any names, but one of our brothers in the 303rd Division swears that General Takai actually dyes her hair white. I won't speak to the validity, but I wouldn't want to ask her about something like that. There's also a rumor in the 212th that General Kenobi is allergic to melarunes. Don't ask me how that one got started. And the funniest is a rumor that Commander Tano's Leku are actually a headpiece that she can remove like a hat. Ridiculous, but hey. Our next question is from CT31795. He says, "Rocket and Locket convinced me to do this. My name is Spade. I got the name because I was digging a trench when we came under attack. All I had in my hands was a shovel, so I started swinging. Those B1s went down pretty easy. Just gotta aim for the necks. Took a few shots, but I made it out. I got an earful from the medic for being reckless, but I didn't have much of a choice. They started calling me Spade, and it stuck. My question for you is about your helmet. I don't see many custom helmets, and I was wondering if there was a story behind it. Does it give you any advantages over the normal stock helmets? Well, first, that is an amazing story. Wish I could have seen it firsthand. Secondly, there is a reason you don't see many custom helmets. Customization is one thing, but the higher-ups don't really take too kindly to fully constructing your own helmet. Something to do with armor integrity. But yes, it does give me a few advantages. For one, the large filters on the sides of the helmet allow for better airflow and more oxygen in harsh environments. And right here, I'm looking at the helmet. I customized the visor to give me better vision in the field. The top of the helmet has an infrared scope that slides down over my eye when needed. And this thing on the top right side? Snack dispenser. Which you may laugh at, but you try living off rations for 12 rotations and you tell me you wouldn't get sick of them. Gotta have something sweet. Thanks for your question." From Cole, a long-time listener. "Glad to have you back on the show. That was a quick recovery from your injury. Well, quick is relative. I'm still technically recovering, but I'm well enough to run the show again. My question is, what was the worst battle you were a part of? Definitely the Battle of Christophsis. We were there for what felt like an eternity. We lost a lot of good men and the city sustained a lot of damage. But we pulled through and sent the Seppies running. Now finally, we have a few questions from Jordan Cox. He says, "Great to have you back, Slackjack. First, have you thought of getting a pet when the war is over? What would it be?" I don't know. Maybe a loth cat? To be honest, I'm not really a big animal guy, but maybe. Who knows? Second question. Is there any Jedi commander you have the least respect for? Definitely Pong Krell. The bastard turned on the Jedi and sent his own men to kill each other. That traitor deserved worse than what he got. And finally, what is your opinion on Jango Fett, the template for the clones? It's complicated. On the one hand, if it wasn't for his DNA, none of the clones would be here. On the other hand, he allied with the Separatists and killed many Jedi on Geonosis, along with his attempted assassination attempts on Senator Amidala. I guess you could say I'm glad he lived, but I'm happier he's no longer around causing trouble. And with that, we will wrap things up here, folks. It is good to be back. I missed you all. Before we go, I'd like to give a shout out to today's sponsor, Zavelli's Soaps for Men. I don't know about you, but if you're like me, the best part of getting back from a long deployment is taking a hot shower. And for me, there's no better soap than Zavelli's. With 15 signature scents including Naboo Falls, Dantooine Grasslands, and my personal favorite, Sereno Forest, not only will you be able to clean off all the grime and dirt, but you'll come out smelling like victory. They have soaps for every skin type and a variety of textures ranging from smooth and soft to coarse and gritty. No matter what you choose, I guarantee you'll be hooked like me. Order today and get 10% off your first purchase of 2 bars of soap using the promo code SLACK10. And remember, if you're not cleaning with Zavelli's, you're not cleaning at all. Thank you again for tuning in, and we will be back on Station 655, The Mynock. Stay tuned.